Now today's a bit different of a video. I'm going to be doing some product testing on this Royal Purple cleaner. I am not sponsored by Royal Purple at all. They're not paying for any of this stuff. I had to buy these with my own money. I just wanted to let you guys know how well these things actually work. I've heard they work really well, so let's check them out.
The truth.
AutoZone was having a sale, so I ended up buying 2 of them. But I'm going to test one in the GMC Acadia, and I'm going to test one in the Mazda 3, and just see if they both have the same results. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a bore scope. I'm going to look down inside one of the cylinders on the Mazda and the GMC. Take a screen recording of it, and then after a couple of tanks of gas, go back and look at that same cylinder again and see if there's been any improvements. So, first things first, let's get our bore scope out. Now, I picked up this bore scope on Amazon, and it just links into your phone. It's got a couple different attachments on here as well. If I can open it all the way up. There it goes. It's just got a couple hooks and stuff you can hook on there that we can grab something as you're seeing it. And like bring it up if you drop something in there, or you need to grab a wire that's anywhere in a tight area. But here's the bore scope itself. And what I like about this one, it's got an adapter for an iPhone, and then you pull that off, and it's got a USB-C adapter on there. So you could use it on either phone. And then, obviously, it's got the camera end right here, which we're going to fish down inside of our cylinder. Obviously, it comes with an instruction manual, safety warnings, all that good stuff. It does have a QR code you have to scan before you start using it. Nope, not that QR code. There we go, with our operating instructions. So I'm going to scan this. I'm going to download the app onto my phone. And then, yeah, we're going to go from there. It's going to start with this cylinder right over here. And we're going to bore scope in that one. I'm just going to arbitrarily picking one. So, yeah, let's go with this one. Ow.
Is the king.
Now that we got our spark plug out of there, let's take a look down inside that cylinder. Now I do have the bore scope hooked up, and it is currently recording. See, there's my hand. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to put this into that first cylinder, and I'm going to do some screen recording on this phone, and you'll get to see exactly what's inside there. So let's go take this phone and the bore scope and take it out to the car. Alright, so as you can see down in there, I got a bit of carbon on the piston, but it's not as terrible as I thought it was going to be. So let's go ahead and get our camera back out of there, put the spark plug back in, coil pack back on, and then we're going to go to the gas station, put fuel, and put that injector cleaner in there. Alright, let's quick run to the gas station, throw this in the fuel tank, and fill the car up as well. So now I'm just going to pour this whole thing in my gas tank and fill it up with some gas. now that our tank's full, we're gonna run this through a couple times. Just like emptying out the tank, filling it up, emptying out the tank, fill it up, but only just using that one can of Royal Purple. I'm gonna see how well it does. Again, supposedly it works really well. We'll see how much it cleans up that cylinder. After maybe our second or third tank of gas, I'll come in and check on it again. All right, so we're back home, and the Mazda has a full tank now. The Acadia already has a full tank, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pour this in, and then we're gonna go in under the hood and look at the cylinders and see how bad those are and see how well this cleans it up. So let's pour this in really quick. These balls are kind of nice because it comes with this big spout. You can just stick right in there and then not worry about spilling it everywhere or needing a funnel or anything like that. Alright, so it looks like the easiest one I can get to is going to be this first one right here on the left. The second one might be a little bit easy too, but I'll just go with this first one and get the bore scope down in there nice and easy. So yeah, I'm going to be taking off the bolt, the little clip for the coil pack itself, pull the coil pack, spark plug, all that good stuff. But yeah, we'll look into this one before and after the treatment. All right, now that we got this guy out, let's get the bore scope down in that hole. As you can see, there's some carbon buildup on that piston itself. So we're gonna see if this fuel treatment helps with that at all. Hopefully it does. All right, now that we've looked inside, let's go ahead and put our spark plug back and our coil pack back into place. And just like the Mazda, we're going to need the Acadia 2-3 tanks of gas, and then we're going to check on that cylinder again. I'll be sure to link this camera down in the description too. I do like how it works. It's got a little brightness intensity right here as well. And then I also like the feature of both Android and iPhone jacks over there as well. And the quality of the camera, it's decent. And it's not the best, but I mean, you get what you pay for. And this one is relatively cheap, and it gives you a decent quality video. So I'm actually impressed with the camera. Like I said, I'll link it down below. So I'll be checking up with you guys in a few weeks my time, but it should be here in just an instant for you.
Much later.
All right, so it's been a few weeks. Let's pop the spark plug on the Acadia and see what that cylinder looks like now. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take off this coil pack and take out this spark plug. It's the same exact one we checked before I ran the Royal Purple through it. All right, so the spark plug looks about the same. Let's look inside that cylinder. All right, so as you can see, looking down inside the cylinder on the Acadia here, there's not much of a change. Doesn't look like it got any better at all, so I don't know if that royal purple stuff actually works or not. Alright, let's get our spark plug back in and everything hooked back up. Alright, we're also going to check the Mazda and see what that one looks like too. Now, just like on the Acadia, we're going to be checking the same cylinder as we did before. So we're going to go ahead and take this coil pack out and take the spark plug out of this hole. Alright, similar to the Acadia. This one doesn't look too bad, but let's look down inside that cylinder as well. So looking down inside the cylinder of the Mazda, it's kind of hard to tell, but it doesn't look like it changed anything at all. So it doesn't look like the Royal Purple did much of anything to it. Alright, let's go ahead and put our spark plug, our coil pack, and everything back together on the Mazda.
Is the king.
Alright, so like you saw when we were looking down inside each one of the cylinders, it doesn't look like the Royal Purple did a whole lot. So I wouldn't recommend using it unless your cylinders are really caked on with carbon. Then it might clear it up a bit better. But in my particular circumstance, it doesn't look like it did a whole lot. So I was just finishing up editing this video, and I wanted to just make it clear. I know the Royal Purple isn't intended to actually clean the carbon, it's to clean the injectors. But you know, having better spraying injectors, better burn, all that kind of stuff would help clean the carbon out of each piston. So that's essentially what I was looking for when I was looking at the carbon buildup on the pistons themselves. I just wanted to clarify that just in case any, you know, comment warriors go down there and try and justify, you know, the Royal Purple isn't designed for cleaning carbon, it's designed for cleaning the injectors. Well, they kind of go hand in hand. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comment section below and I'll try and answer them as soon as I can. If you like any of the background music that was in this video, please check out the artist's SoundCloud. His link is in the description.